Welcome to Master Your Money, a channel that empowers you to take control of your finances and unlock your income potential.
You know, your credit score, it's so much more than just a number. A low score can feel like a tax on everything you buy, while a high score, well, that's like a discount for the disciplined. It's this incredibly powerful tool that can either cost you a fortune or save you one. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on FICO so you can stop leaving money on the table and start building some real wealth.
I mean, you have a budget, right? You've got goals, you know you should be saving. But then, you find yourself making that impulse purchase that feels absolutely essential in the moment, only to regret it later. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you're definitely not alone. There's a really powerful force at play here, and it's wired directly into our brains.
Look, this isn't a battle of good versus bad intentions. It's a fundamental conflict between our long-term goals, like a great FICO score, and our brain's short-term wiring. So to win this battle, we first have to understand the opponent. And in this case, the opponent is a cognitive bias that affects pretty much every financial decision we make.
And here it is. It's called present bias. This is the neurological glitch that makes a small, immediate pleasure, like a new gadget or an expensive dinner, feel way more compelling than the massive future reward of financial freedom. It's that I'll start saving tomorrow mindset in action, because our brain is literally hardwired to overvalue the now and heavily discount the later. So the crucial point here is this isn't a personal failing. It's a feature of our human hardware. That feeling of urgency you get right before an impulse buy? Yeah, that's your brain discounting the long-term benefit of just saving that money. And just understanding this is the very first step toward outsmarting it.
So if our brains are kind of wired against us, how do we possibly fight back? Well, it's not about becoming a financial genius overnight. The solution is actually much simpler, and it all comes down to a fundamental principle that shifts our focus from what we know to what we do. This one idea just flips the whole script on how we think about money. We often believe we need more and more complex financial knowledge, but the truth is, mastering a few key habits is what truly moves the needle. It's 80% about building the right systems and behaviors. But first, let's go ahead and nail down that critical 20% of knowledge that makes all the difference.
Okay, this is the foundation. You just can't build a strong financial house without a solid blueprint. The knowledge part isn't about some complex market analysis. It's about having crystal clarity on two things: where your money is going, and the one number that dictates how much you pay for pretty much everything. First things first, getting a handle on your cash flow. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need some spreadsheet with 100 different categories. You just need a system to give every single dollar a job. Popular frameworks, like the ones you see here, the ideal budget or the 50-20-30 rule, give you a really simple blueprint to follow. Let's look a little closer at the ideal budget. What this does is it provides clear guardrails. Are you spending 50% of your income on housing? That might be a red flag. Is your savings rate only 5%? This gives you a target to aim for. It turns that vague financial anxiety into a clear, actionable plan. Now, once you know where your money is going, there's a second and arguably more critical piece of this knowledge puzzle. It's a single 3-digit number that has this huge, outsized impact on your entire financial life, your FICO score.
And why does that matter so much? Because a lower interest rate is like getting a discount on the biggest purchases of your life. A few percentage points on a mortgage can mean the difference of over $250,000 over 30 years. That's not a small number. That is life-changing wealth you're either keeping or you're handing straight over to the bank. And the good news is that FICO isn't some big secret. It's basically an open book test. Just look at this breakdown. A massive 65% of your score comes down to just two things: paying your bills on time and keeping your credit card balances low. The other factors, like how long you've had credit and the types of credit you have, they're important, sure, but if you can master these two pillars, you are already most of the way to an excellent score.
So we've covered the 20% knowledge, budgeting, and FICO. Now for the 80% that truly determines success, your behavior. So how do we defeat that present bias we talked about? Well, we do it by taking willpower out of the equation entirely, using a master strategy inspired by an ancient Greek myth. This is the core idea right here. Ulysses knew he couldn't resist the siren's deadly song just through sheer willpower. So what'd he do? He had his crew tie him to the mast. He made a decision in the present to constrain his choices in the future, protecting himself from his own weakness. We can do the exact same thing with our finances. A Ulysses Pact is really just a promise you make to yourself now to prevent your future self from making a bad decision.
It's all about bridging that gap between your good intentions and your impulsive actions. You're setting up the rules of the game so that you're basically guaranteed to win. And here's how you actually put the pact into action. Automating your bill payments so you never, ever miss one, that's a Ulysses pact, and it directly protects that crucial 35% of your FICO score. Setting up automatic transfers to your savings the day you get paid, that's another pact. You pay your future self first, before temptation even has a chance to derail you. Building your own pacts is a simple 3-step process. First, design your environment. Make the good choices the path of least resistance. Second, create accountability. Tell a friend your goal or use an app that adds a consequence. And third, build incrementally. You start with small, easy commitments to build momentum until these systems become effortless financial habits. And this, right here, is the ultimate payoff. Financial success isn't about having some superhuman discipline. It's about building a system where the right choice is the easiest choice. It's about making discipline automatic, so your willpower can be saved for when you truly, truly need it. So as we finish up, let's make this real. What is that one temptation, that one impulse, that one siren that consistently throws you off course? And maybe more importantly, what is one simple Ulysses pact you can create today to tie yourself to the mast and protect your financial future?